your company is a startup company, or your company is already in a mid-sized company or in an MNC, or you want to go global, and now this is the time you start to think about, it's time to see what amount of digital marketing you have done. So this is the point is very crucial, because it's actually significantly depends on this question: how much money of your marketing budget was been spent in digital space could be a really good key point for you to figure out that where you are in digital marketing. So if you are spending less than 10% in your digital marketing last 2 years of your marketing cost, that means you have spent significantly less amount of money and you have lost a lot of opportunity there in digital space. If your marketing and budgets has total cost 30% less, that means you are trying to use the digital space. But if you start to use this from 31% to 60% on a digital space of your digital space, that means you are actually making a great use of digital marketing. And if you've been spending more than 60% in digital space, probably you are overusing it or you're really crushing it. So that is one of the things you're going to do. So in this video today, I'm going to share you the total 6 reasons why you should be training your team about digital marketing skill sets, so your company can generate more revenue, create more leads to take you forward. This will imply for both of sides, B2B and B2C, and this will also help you to understand how you can maximum utilization of in-house resource, and it will also, I'm going to explain you how you can bring the agency to make the right balance. Let's get started.
After working like last 15 years in IT field, this is what I realized. What is IT? Yeah. Sure, it can happen. Thank you. So let's give a big hand to these student leaders to bring the training to you. Why don't you give them a big hand to them?
Number one is building the digital brand. Your company is new or mid-size, or you have a significant size already bringing revenues. But look at that one, how much you have built the digital brand so far. Is it a company is a very old one? Is it been founded by last 20 years or 40 years back? And because you have a networks of markets, so which is generating revenue. But by building it in a more digital space, you can build your company, bring your company to more other customer segment, which you have not tapped into it. So one of the key things we always suggest about what are the key product of you doing is great, but you can also bring in some of the side product which can also help you to penetrate other kind of market, because right now, this 2021, 2022, 2023, this is a different world and different economy. Here, every business model is the most vulnerable than any time ever. So you need to have the right backup. So having a digital brand, if you could produce this year or next 2 years, that will help you to even pivot in a significant difficult situation when you see, or probably you were thinking about pivoting your brand or product. That will really significantly help you if you do the right branding in digital space as well too. And one of the cost-effective way of building a brand is to build on digital space. Number two, you need to have a digital strategy, right? So your company has a group of marketing team. You look at that one, if the chief marketing officer or marketing director or marketing manager, what kind of skill set they have. They probably have been doing a lot of marketing, but probably all of them was offline marketing. So as an offline marketing, now you want to enable them to build a digital strategy. So that will not happen because they will not be able to find the strategy without getting the right training. So if you bring in the right peoples to train them and the training company or consultant to train them about digital marketing, they will be able to understand and they will make a really great strategy for you in digital space and digital product or digital branding, so that will really help you to company to grow their brand by utilizing the digital space. Number three, the capability of agency. So like an example, if you want to manage someone, you need to have subject matter understanding or some sort of expertise about that matter to manage them. So like an example, if you have a marketing team and if you are just thinking about, okay, now we don't have a digital marketing skill set, we just bring an agency and we tell them what to do and they will just do it. But here's the point, you don't have the right skill set who has the right practitioner example or experience or work before to build the digital business. So if you tell them to manage the digital agency, they will not be able to give them the right input. Secondly, they will not be able to manage them in the right way because they will not understand what the language they're talking about. So there will be a big gap, and who will suffer in that? Your company revenue, and your brand building initiatives. So it's so much important that you bring the right trainers to train your team about digital marketing. So your traditional marketing team can really understand how to work with the digital agency, how to set the right expectation, and how to lead them or even manage them in the right way so they can build the right result for your company. Number 4, use the social media. It's a very much new thing. Social media branding, social media content generation, social media connections with a lot of things. Like an example, in Vietnam, 90% and plus people have an access to the internet. And not only in Vietnam, it's all over the world. It's spending a lot of time. But there was a research which has been done a couple of years before. In America right now, in average, 75% people spending time on phone are spending on looking at Facebook. So that means 75% of the time they're spending on Facebook when they are using a smartphone. So in that situation, what happened, like Facebook, the social media turned into the internet, and your content, your branding content, your product content, your branding content need to go to that social media platforms, not only Facebook, but other ones too as well, based on what industry you are and what B2C and B2B model is focusing about. So that's why it's so much important how to do social media marketing, and for skill set you need to have in your team. Even you're doing an agency, your team need to be trained about it so they can really lead the agency in the right way. So that's why that was the next reason. Number 5, expand the sales is very much common talked about. It is called e-commerce. But to build a digital twin of your company is number 1 thing you need to do is about building a digital twin. That means an e-commerce website of your product line. So if you're in B2C model, e-commerce site is one of the best opportunity for you to sell the products. So what is the e-commerce website is about? It's about a 24/7 sales. Your sales reps can only work 8 hours to 10 hours a day, but an e-commerce website can work with you 24/7 multiply 365. There is no non-stop thing. So, but to build such kind of amazing sales platform in e-commerce, you need to do the right processing, you have to do the right branding, you have to do the right UI, UX, everything need to be done. How is it possible? An outsourcing company will not be able to just come on and just give you the right process, or you are not buying a e-commerce website platform from the internet and try to make it work. And that's how your e-commerce website will be at big risk for failure. So how to start? To do this one, you should be doing investing in the right training for your team, marketing team, and also leadership team, even IT team about e-commerce business development training program. So they can really understand the concept and they can invest, they can pick the right platform, they can go to the right data flow, right processes, and end of the day, you have a successful product and you can significantly reduce the risk of the failure of the project by just putting a little bit of investment on your training on e-commerce and for your leadership teams, IT teams, and of course, marketing team. Number 6, the ROI of the marketing team. So to really focus about the ROI of the marketing team, you really need to upskill them to how they can generate and calculate the proper ROI of every digital marketing initiatives they have been doing about. So they need to be skilled about it. They need to be trained about it. Otherwise, they will not be able to do. So on the day, they probably outsource the work to an agency. Our agency come in and giving them the numbers. It's so much important to not to look at the number and say yes, but also understand the numbers, also interpret the number in the right way, and also challenge the agency in the right way too, professional manner, and also understand from the problem or winning thing or even losing thing and get the right strategy, put it together, and being the strategy in the tactical level and strategic level, both of them need to be done in real-time moments. So that will be a very much correct way to measure your outcome of marketing initiative. So that's why it should be always thinking about how they are making decisions and how they're strategizing everything. That will define what will be the return of investment of a digital marketing initiative. So that's the 6th point I would like to share with you. If you have any problem in digital marketing, in skill set, or if you're looking for a particular challenge you are facing in digital marketing, go ahead and comment below. We'd love to give you an advice about this one too. If you need us to advise in your particular problem, we will also reach to us by commenting, or there's an email address in the email description section. We'll love to give you a feedback or book a session with our expert to give you an advice too. So here we go. You need to invest in your digital marketing anyway, but before investing, don't forget to invest your training, your digital marketing skill set to your team. Otherwise, your investment can have a big amount of system loss. And I think that is, and you know that is definitely not a good thing for your company. And definitely it's not going to be doing the right ROI too. So all the best. Go over and build your business on digital space and take your career company success forward.